Hello and welcome back to the 7th episode of Ferrara Film Festival talk show. And with the majestic background of the Castello Estense, here I am with two great filmmakers, Tal Cohen and Daniele Ciocio. Thank you so much for being in Ferrara and at the Ferrara Film Festival. So here we are, 7 p.m., that's your movie, and it's a very special movie made in a very special time with a special execution, I should say.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having us.
My pleasure.
Ferrara has been absolutely unbelievable, amazing, and it's just every day is better than the previous day.
Absolutely. And so let me ask you, because obviously 7 p.m., which is going to be playing on Saturday evening at Cinepark Apollo. So let me ask you, obviously the theme, it's, what happened in New York. So why don't you explain our friends why 7 p.m. and how you came up with the idea of filming it, please?
Yeah, it's been a special year for everybody around the world. We were in New York, and sometimes when you work on a film, it's a very organic process that takes place. Mm-hmm. And music has always been kind of at the center of the projects we work on together. Mm-hmm. With Daniel's background. Daniel's a techno producer and sound designer as well. And 7 p.m. Basically, we chose to illuminate something positive during this crazy time that we are all going through. Mm-hmm. We were a full lockdown. I used to go up to the rooftop of my East Village apartment, and it was just an incredible moment of human connection, seeing everybody cheer for the essential workers. It actually started in Italy, of course, in the balconies with the singing.
Yeah, and the flags.
It makes it even more special for us to actually have a world premiere film here in Ferrara, of all places. It means a lot personally as well, because Italy's always been very close to me.
Absolutely. So basically, it wasn't really planned. So you kind of just happened to, you were living in the moment, and then you decided to, I want to capture this.
I wanted to capture the moment. New York is empty, the streets are empty, and it actually kind of one thing led to another. The second scene in the film, it was the moment that we were first introduced to a very, very special musician and special soul by the name of Stas Tonet. Mm-hmm. And
great musician, by the way.
Unbelievable. And one song in particular caught my attention, and I just kept playing it again and again, and it really helped me edit the story as well. Mm-hmm. And I had to, unfortunately, kind of make my way to Israel during the height of the pandemic because my mother she fell and she had several operations, and it was actually during the hospital while I'm with her that she suggested that I reach out to Stas and maybe talk about collaboration. The editing process took place there in the hospital, and then after in New York with Daniel. Mm-hmm. And the story just kind of took a life of its own.
Right. So you say you edited it with the music, so you kind of, with the music in mind. So is that how the process?
Yes, yes. The music was
the driving force.
Very much the driving force of the dance, the cinematic dance, the storytelling. Right. And that's something I think will continue going forward for me, because that allows me to express myself visually, cinematically as well.
What about, let me ask you, Daniele, because obviously you're a music producer, and this process was something that you were planning to kind of, cut as you go, as you went, or you planned for it? How can you describe the experience of putting this together?
Oof, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Music has been a central role of my life since I'm a boy. I've been making music all my life. The music just makes the dance of the images. It just came naturally. It just is the driving force, as we said, of this story, and it's so beautiful and positive in such a tragic moment. And the bringing together the unity, even between me and him, and full lockdown. We've known each other for 26 years. We're best friends, brothers for life. And we were in lockdown in the studio with projectors and speakers and keyboards. And the editing process just came naturally with the music of Estas and the sound design, the images, and the dance.
I guess we're also thankful for COVID, in a sense, for having that opportunity to sit down and actually, tell a story, finish a project. And it was a very special creation.
Absolutely.
I think that would certainly lead to more and more going forward.
Absolutely. So because also it's a very special genre, because it's a cross between a documentary and a hybrid, and I think it's very useful. It's an unfortunate thing that what happened to the whole world.
Yeah.
But you took the best out of it, and I think you captured.
Thank you so much.
Beautifully. As you mentioned, it's a hybrid, but it's
I
the best of both.
I discovered it was a hybrid while we were doing it. I mean, I didn't really, it just kind of, again, it was a very organic creation, and with music at the core, and it was pure from the heart. And I think the message is very global, very relevant, and it's important that we illuminate positive things.
Yes.
You mentioned it's global because you're from Israel, but you live in New York.
Correct.
Los Angeles, and then you collaborate with Daniele. He's from Italy.
Yes.
It's a global story. So, what is a message, and or if you want to say hi, or if you want to thank somebody or something in particular?
Absolutely. So I think when things happen to us in life, there's these tragic events of loss. Whether it's a family relative or whether you have a difficult breakup from a girlfriend, for example, or a divorce. And I think it's important to take a deep breath during these moments of pain and find a good source to put all that energy into. And so to make the most of these painful opportunities. I think it takes a little bit of life kicking you in the balls, to actually be able to tell a story and share a story that people relate to.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
you asked about the message. What message does film? Well, love wins always. L'amore vince sempre.
L'amore vince sempre.
Thank you so much, Tal. Thank you, Daniele, and good luck with 7 p.m.
Thank
good
you
luck
so much
with your future projects.
Thank you so much.
And remember, 7 p.m. It's look in the program, ferrarafilmfest.com, Saturday evening. Thank you again, and good luck with you all.
Good
See
luck
you there.
Ciao.